Hello everyone, my name is Miller and no worries. This time no camera to start off with. Today it's the time for the season video, the bi-weekly video where I inform all of you what you can expect in the upcoming 2 weeks, and I discuss what has been happening around the community, and today a bit more on the update that we can expect coming soon. And with soon I mean in the next 2 to 3 weeks already. I will surely talk about this update, make some predictions, but also something that raised today. A picture about a full body customization system coming to the game in the near future. But other than that, I don't think there's really much to talk about for this season, as it will be more of a calm one. Before getting into it, the claiming of the new, fastest, free obtainable tier 4 car in game, the new TVR Griffith. In my Season Max video, this was not so clear. When I said faster than the Fairlady Z, I meant the Easter Rocket Bunny Fairlady Z, which you could have won completely for free less than a month ago. And I had not my eyes on the paid Fast and Furious Fairlady Z because that one is slightly faster. So basically this one is the fastest freely obtainable tier 4 car, not counting in any of the elite cars because they take a lot of time to get to their max level. The current record for the Rocket Bunny Fairlady Z stands on a 10.032 and my best attempt with the TVR was a 10.033 and there is definitely room for improvement. A car like this on the long run will become a prestige car at some point, so it is definitely worth it to keep it somewhere. As fusion parts are quite rare with TVR being a new brand, I would not go full blast on upgraded, unless it might have a significant advantage in the next championship showdown. But it might get quite hard because you will have to pull a lot of crates to get those final few epic fusion parts. From next season on there will be more specs available that you might find in crates, which will come in a drop rate one day when it becomes a prestige car. This though is without a doubt the fastest tier 4 car you can pull from crates and can help you with the Tempest series. The 102nd season price car is something that I think many will say they either like it or be like another Huracan. The Lamborghini equipped with the silhouette body kit by Liberty Walk, and I think this is one of Liberty Walk's most aggressive designs, reminding me more of a GT3-like style. Unlike most Liberty Walk kits, rather than riveting flares on top of the fenders are completely replaced, making this a rather expensive kit. For the version you see here, without the rims and the exhaust, you can expect you will have to put down between 45 to 60,000 US dollars, depending on the material you want to go for. This silhouette version you see here is now the 6th Huracan variant we have in game, next to the standard version, the other Liberty Walk, the Performante, Performante Spider and the Evo Spider. If you have all of them, that means that you can now make your own full Huracan garage, which will definitely satisfy my OCD. While the top 10 gets the white version, which was seen on the original renders of the kit, we as Milestone players will get this Rosso e Festo variant. As for performance, this one won't be the fastest Huracan in game, but more in the range of the Evo Spider I expect. And the best thing, for now at least, it seems to share stage 6 parts with the regular Huracan. For newer players, this is a great deal. The prestige car, the Bentley Continental GT. The milestone price of season 53 almost 2 years ago. As it's a car that is rather old and it never had an event, it most likely has a low ownership. Also the fact that in terms of performance it isn't stellar being an 8.5, it might be the reason it has been collecting dust for a while with many players. I remember fondly when the car was released, I was not the biggest fan of it, but since I've seen it in real life, it has really grown on me. Compared to the previous kind of ugly bug version, it really is a serious, sportier and more luxurious upgrade, making it one of the best looking cars of the brand. Until the Baclar comes out, of course. The 10 times drop rate for this car starts tomorrow, and knowing Bentley, there are loads of versions to pull from, a total of 62 to be precise, and this is one of those cars that the color can make a big difference in the way it looks like, because some of them make it look so much sportier. Anyways, good luck to those trying their chances with the silver crates tomorrow. Normally after discussing the prestige car, I jump straight into the events, but there aren't any planned for this season as far as I am aware of, which can also be a good thing for us to save some money. We basically have no events left for this update, unless the Lamborghini Veneno Spider becomes a flash event, but I doubt that will happen in a back-to-back season. And aside of the Silhouette Liberty Walk, there's only one more milestone in 2.11, being the Aston Martin DBX, which will have as a prestige car the Liberty Walk Gran Turismo MC Stradale next season. But then there is nothing left, so 2.12 should be around the corner, and it could drop even as early as next week, the week after, or latest around halfway of next season. But I do expect it to be a quite short update. We know Natural Motion likes to celebrate their anniversary on June 29th, and made in America in July 4th. But an update now leaking cars so much in advance would make no sense. So either it will be a 3-season long update, which will be rather short, or with a special 2.12.1 adding additional cars. Of course, these are all speculations and nothing is known. But aside of cars, what else can we expect? Well, I think the next chapter of the Elite Customs, outside of Legends, we currently have. On the Elite Showdown, one of the allowed cars is the Audi RS5, and I think this is rather peculiar, so why couldn't it become an Elite Customs car? Imagine the opportunities. Then I also expect the next chapter of the Fast and Furious build-up to the grand finale. Which cars exactly is hard to say. Maybe the F-Bomb Camaro, which was in the codes a long time ago, or what about Brian's Escort to go up against the Charger Daytona, or Sean's Mustang from Tokyo Drift with the GTR engine in it to go crazy. There are just so many cars possible really in the entire franchise. Other than that, some Evo Cups and Golden Cups perhaps or whatnot, just a standard thing, but for now nothing major that we know of for certain. On the other hand, today surfaced a picture hinting towards something quite big coming, full customization on tuner cars. There was some mention of it at some point in the Legends storyline of Izzy fixing a call with Japan for some imports. Would that be linked, you think? I do not know the source of this, but I mean, who would even come up with this idea here? On the top it does show the VIP logo. I did not get this mail. However, this seems to be a collage of various things, so again I do not know how solid this information is. It mentions a brand new series of events to unlock cars, with new manufacturers and customization for some of the most iconic JDM cars, including the R34 and the Supra Mark IV. They also mention customization options going from bodykits to rims and wings from some of the most reputable brands like Liberty Walk, Pandem and HKS. I'm not expecting this in 2.12, but perhaps in 2.13 or 14. There are various cars on this picture with some various kits, but the thing that popped in my eye immediately was the addition of Lexus on the bottom. In general, this will be again game-changing, but a level beyond Elite Customs. I just don't know when it will come and how it will be integrated. But there are two other things I really want to see, not in this update perhaps, but in the upcoming ones for the future. The first one is most likely going to happen anyways, and that is the addition of an option to save tune presets for various cars. We saw a very short beta version of it roughly a month ago, but then it disappeared. It was a nice feature where you can save a lobby beating tune for example, or a max tune, and change between them whenever you want to. This is a great feature if you want to use certain cars in various lobbies, giving it another dimension where you don't have to save on paper the various tunes you use. I really hope we see it fully integrated in the near future. The other thing is a bit more complicated. We really need a revamp of the garage overview layout. This has been a pain point of many over the past years really. We need a new sorting system, or at least an easier way to move around cars in a different garage without messing up your order. Just before update 2.3 over a year ago, there were mentions from Natural Motion that a new reordering system would come, but after testing they decided to not launch it. Now a year later, we are still in the same issue, where when we have to scroll from one side to the other, it takes you over a minute, and you have to pass every garage. Or if you just received a new car and you want to move it to the third garage for example, you have to just keep on dragging it. And if you do so, the order just does not shift back. It messes it up where only the 6th car of each garage is moved. This really isn't a very practical system and we really need to see a change, because there are many people out there with bigger garages than the 84 I have. Though, personally I'm not a big fan of the quick sort function as I hold stories behind each garage, but many others wouldn't mind it, so it would be a nice feature. Just as we're talking about this small trick, if you want to move a car from one garage to the other without messing the existing order, when dragging it, stop on each screen and put it on slot 1 so the cars move over. Do this for each garage. This is how I've been doing it. It's not the greatest way, but it's something. There are of course more changes I would like to see, like for example better lobby splitting, bans being handled better, smoother Android gameplay, a way to deal with dupe and leftover stage 6 parts, and so on and so on. But I think these would be two rather big fundamental ones which haven't been brought up as much, and I think everyone can also take advantage of. It was just a shout out to Natural Motion if they're watching this. As for the Elite Customs, there needs to be a rebalance in the reward tokens, because it is quite unbalanced for now, as people seem to be always short on green parts and they get an overstock on blue and red ones, at least with me that's the case. And I think with that I will close off for today. If you enjoyed the video, do not hesitate to leave a like. Subscribe for more content like this. My name is Mille. See you around.